Business was beautiful, unbelievable profits. All of a sudden, the whole thing collapsed. One sentence made me pick up, and that was fail fast to succeed. Delegation is fine. I delegated everything, but I delegated to those people who do not have the ability to do the job. Check and balance make people on track and accountability. If you don't do the check and balance, what happens? Even nice people become naughty people. Any business you start, you can't go wrong unless you... I am Zaffar Khan. Welcome to Zaffarology. After building multiple businesses, starting as a taxi driver training and scaling into multi-million-dollar success, I have learned the exact frameworks that can make any business a success. If you are a business owner who's tired of the guesswork and wants proven strategies to grow and scale, you are in the right place. Let's turn your vision into thriving business. Once upon a time, the man was in New Zealand. That was me, of course. And the New Zealand government approved my $6 million scheme. I asked the New Zealand government, give me 500 unemployed people who are unemployed more than 6 months. And the New Zealand government was paying them $250 per week average per person. I said, give me 500 people. 500 times 250, $125,000 per week. $500,000 a month, $6 million a year. Yes, New Zealand government approved that scheme. And I called that scheme $6 million scheme. Unemployed people were coming to me. I had very major business in taxi industry. I was the second largest in New Zealand. I became, in 12 months, second largest in New Zealand. Record time in the history. I'm top expert, bringing 30 years success into 3 years. Anyway, and those 500 people, when they came, they were keep coming to me. I was teaching them how to get the taxi license. Then I was giving them my own car to drive. Approximately, they were paying me $1,400 per month to drive my car. So they got the job. The unemployed people, off the door, they got the job. Then I had a car yard. I was selling them a car. When I was selling them a car, 100% finance, and they were paying approximately $400 a month. It was no brainer. Unemployed people, burden on New Zealand economy, got the job, and afterwards, they became self-employed, and they start paying the tax to the New Zealand government. That's why New Zealand's national television made a documentary on me. So this was a beautiful business. And it was a thriving business. Hundreds of cars were on the road. And when there was a tender called in the taxi industry at the airport, I won the tender. I became the #1 taxi company in New Zealand at the airport, Auckland Airport taxi stand. So business was beautiful, unbelievable profits, lots of employees. Hundreds and hundreds of taxis, thousands of cars, and I had a car auction business and car yards and finance company, and all of a sudden, the whole thing collapsed. It was indirectly a few things happened which I would like to mention, but I like to take full accountability myself. One of the major reasons was I was hiring people there and who are very, very honest, but they have no ability to do their job. Guys, honesty is a wonderful thing to have it, but hire people who have the ability to do the job. If you hire somebody to drive a car and they don't know how to drive, and the person is honest, what you got to do with this honesty to giving this job? And I was giving job to those people who were honest, but I was not looking at their ability to perform that job. That was one major mistake I made. Listen, building a business isn't about luck. It's about having the right blueprint. I have spent years scaling many companies into a multi-million-dollar empire, and I have put everything I have learned into my latest book, 8 Pillars of Business Success. It is the exact framework I use to build, grow, and dominate in business. If you want real strategies that actually work, this book is your recipe. Everything you need to grow is one click away. Get your copy now through the link in the show notes. Back to the episode. Second major mistake I made was I did not know monthly where I stand. Monthly health check. There was hundreds of millions of dollars were coming. I thought lots of money is coming. That's beautiful. But what about the money is going and how much is left? Of course, to start with, it was all beautiful. But once, I did not know that I was doing too much expenses. And one day came, and I could not pay anything. The reason was I did not know where I stand monthly financially. Guys, another advice I like to give it to you. Any business you start, you can't go wrong unless you know that where you stand monthly. What's your monthly health check, business health check? Like you have your body health check. Go to the doctor, check if any cancer starts, it can be cured and fixed. The same way, if there's any issue with the company, you can fix it. If there are 200 employees, bring back to 50 employees, 100 employees, 20 employees. But you will not be able to send your company to receivership or become bankrupted if you know where you stand. But if you don't know where you stand, consequences can happen, anything. And delegation is fine. I delegated everything, but I delegate it to those people who do not have the ability to do the job. When you delegate to someone, make sure they have ability to do the job as well. Then check and balance. If you don't do the check and balance, if you don't do check and balance, what happens? Even nice people become naughty people. Check and balance make people, on track and accountability. So I like to give, two advice. If you delegate to those who have the ability to do the job. Then control them through the check and balance and with the accountability side of it. And the second thing, you must know monthly your business health check, where you stand. Not only the money coming in, you have to see money coming in, money going out, and what is balance left. What's the profit or loss? If you have losses, you can fix those losses, reduce some of your employees, and so on. So you can do lots of things. But that was the two major things. Please don't make those two mistakes. What I made mistakes, and I'm fully responsible for those ones and accountable for those ones. And company gone into receivership and personally became bankrupted. And I was in a very bad state of mind. Then one sentence made me pick up, and that was fail fast to succeed. And I was well qualified. So then that was the main thing. Then I started driving taxi, and everything started from the scratch. If you take my advice, you don't have to start from your scratch, and you don't have to lose your money. So hire right people who have ability to do the job and have a monthly health check. And now, after losing all that, I knew that what mistakes I made. Who is the best employee? Who is the best employer? Who make one mistake and they do not make the second time the same mistake. New mistakes are fine. There should not be that kind of mistakes which can, you commit suicide. Little mistakes we are talking about. The more mistakes you make, the more successful you will become. Because I made those mistakes, I learned those ones. Now, as being corporate strategist, I understood now what I have to do it. So now we are not making those mistakes, and this is the reason any company I give advice, they become successful under my instructions and my strategy. Success isn't just about what you do right. It's about avoiding what destroys businesses. Take these lessons, apply them, execute them, implement them, and make sure your empire does not crumble. See you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning into Zaffarology. If you found value in this episode, the best way to support the show is by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. For more content, find me on all social media platforms or visit zaffarkhan.com. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep smiling. I will see you in the next episode.